Hello, I'm Alastair McIntyre of Electric Scotland. I'd like to tell you a bit about our travel section on the site. It's actually under its own domain of scottravel.org, but it's a seamless transfer between the main Electric Scotland site and scottravel.org. So when you click on the travel link in our main menu in Electric Scotland, you'll go to scottravel.org. On that site, we essentially are trying to tell you a bit about Scotland. So, to that end, you'll find something like, I don't know, maybe 3,000 pictures of Scotland on that site. For example, I spent about 3 months up in the Highlands. I was actually staying at the Alastair Hotel in Kinlochranach, which is near Pitlochry off the A9. And I took many day trips from there. And as I drove to the various places, I would stick my hand out of the window of the car and snap shots on the roads, going to those places. And obviously I stopped off at various places to take other pictures as well. So that way I've ended up putting literally thousands of pictures up there. If you'll see on the left border of Scott Travel a Pitlochry link. And if you actually click on that graphic, it actually goes to a page not only telling you about Pitlochry itself, but there's actually a link on that page which will take you to an index of all the day trips that I took all around the area. I mean, one day, for example, was spent in McThomas lands. And so if you are a McThomas and you want to see a picture of the Cock Stane and the story behind it, that's actually on the site there. I obviously visited the Clan Macpherson Museum in Newtonmore, and they had a lovely little clan tour of that area, and I actually went and followed that route and took photographs as I was going around. Admittedly, it wasn't a very nice day, and it was only towards the very end that the sun started to come out, but you get a good impression at least of Clan Macpherson lands. And I did a feature on Culloden and the battlefield there. I went up to take pictures of the Clan Macpherson Museum. I went to Glencoe, Isle of Skye. So, there's really a whole ton of pictures. In fact, if you look for other ones, if you went to my own Canadian journal, you'll see a link to my travel logs that I did. And I actually spent, I think it was 2 months in the East Nook of Fife. So I've got a whole sequence of pictures of that area as well. Also, we get a lot of, not a lot, but certainly we get a significant number of people that write us in saying they've had a marvellous time on a holiday in Scotland. And a few of them have been persuaded to write an article about their holiday and to send in some pictures. So we must have about 40 or 50 tours of Scotland on the site which you can read through. We also have books which will complement all of that, like for example an extremely good one you'll find on the travel.org site, scottravel.org, is the Picturesque Scotland. It's an old book, but it was written about all of Scotland, but in each chapter was about a bit of Scotland. And I know that when we were putting it up, it was extremely popular with our visitors. I think all of them thoroughly enjoyed reading it as each chapter went onto the site. We also have an FAQ, which tries to answer some of the more common questions about travelling in Scotland, and I think we've done a fairly good job on that, and I think it's well worth a wee read. I am told that most of our friends from North America, the problems they mostly have are dealing with roundabouts in Scotland. I'm told in Canada, I believe there's only 2 roundabouts or something in Canada. So an interesting experience, certainly. So that's the purpose of the scottravel.org site. So just simply click on travel in the Electric Scotland menu. You go there and I say explore, have a look around. There's lots of really good information on it. And essentially, we hope you really enjoy it. And I look forward to hearing from you if you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much.